What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Revelation 11:27, where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and where we remain authentic, we remain truthful, we remain how we're all supposed to remain, how every human being is supposed to be, the true nature of a human being. Full of love. Because that is the true nature of every human being, right? Love and kindness. Let's see what the energy is, because it's always good to get some knowledge, some wisdom. Oh, a beautiful yellow butterfly from above, Also, next to me, as you can see, we have my spiritual Barbies. I love them. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to see? What do we need to know? Okay, 10 of water. 10 of water is the ultimate relationship. The water, remember, has everything to do. Can I focus on it a little bit? Yeah, here you go. The water has everything to do with the emotions, remember. But the 10 of water is the ultimate family. You see the man there with his wife and kids and dogs. That is happiness. And, depending on who you love, it could be two men and their kids and their dogs, or two women and their kids and their dogs. That is a family. That is true love. And and you see the rainbow there at the top with 10 cups full of water. Water, when you water something, you nurture it, you take care of it. And what happens when you nurture something and you take care of it? It grows. And whatever it is, when you nurture a relationship, it grows. When you nurture a skill, that grows as well. So maybe you feel like with the 6 of fire here, success and recognition, it's like you recognize this 10 of cups in your life right now with someone. You recognize how someone can be part of your family, or you recognize how you can create a family with a specific person. And that is beautiful, right? As long as you recognize something and you take action towards it, that is amazing. As long as you take action towards it. Because see, the person here, this is energy, could be a man or a woman. The person here has taken action. They have done something in the past that has allowed them to have this 10 of water, right? Because 10 of water is not easy, right? A lot of people love to get in other people's 10 of water or 10 of cups. Other people's relationships, other people's family. People that don't have that. People that don't have water. People that don't have love. People that don't have emotions. That is why since they don't have that, they love to get in the way of other people's 10 of water. And look, the world, this is what you've been wanting. This is what God and the universe and Mother Nature and all the ancestors and all the angels and the Galactic Federation have been telling you. Because once you get here, but you are already here. You recognize who this person is that you can build a family with. And that is the world, that is where you're supposed to be. And then we have the Queen of Air here. So maybe you're attracted and you want to build a family with someone who is brilliant, who is experienced, someone who is smart, who is logical, right? Someone who is not afraid to stick up for themselves and defend themselves. Because why would you want to build a family with someone who is unable to take care of themselves? Why would you want to build a family with someone who is codependent of you, of your money? No, right? You want someone who is analytical, who is smart, who is also fun, humorous. Kind of like me, right? I'm not really, don't like to argue with people. I don't like to I don't really like confrontation. But let me tell you one thing about me, right? I am not afraid to defend myself. I am not afraid to speak up when I need to. I am not afraid to stand up for myself. Did I say that? Well, I'll say it again. I am not afraid to stand up for myself when I have to. Even if it means for me to raise my voice, even if others don't like it. I will stick up for myself and I'll defend myself. Because if I don't do that, who will? And even then, I will still be respectful to that person. Even if the volume of my voice raises. Even if my facial expressions changes. As they should change. But I would rather just be at home. In my art. Doing my music. Doing my spirituality. Than to be out there. Arguing with people that no matter how much you tell them that it's wrong, they'll never be able to understand because they have never sat down with themselves and reflected. And maybe it's time to just take some time for yourself, right? Regardless of what is going on around you. It looks to me like you've been doing what you need to do. It looks to me like that you've been taking initiative. You've been taking action towards something that you love, which is this: to create a family with someone that you're not only physically attracted to, but also mentally attracted to, emotionally attracted to. And it is here. This is the world. Meaning that that person also feels the same way about you. And they also want to create a family with you. And maybe that other person has had to defend themselves against everyone. Kind of like me. But look, with the Four of Air here, it's time to stop trying to prove yourself to people. Because no matter how much you try to prove yourself to people, people will see the truth in front of their face and they will say, no, it is not that. But you know what that is? That is blasphemy. When you see the Holy Spirit in front of you, speaking, and you demonize it, and you call it evil. That's why you see the effects that you get. That's why you see the effects that you see on people. So many people commit blasphemy on a daily basis. Especially against me. Yeah, it's time to listen to your body. Not feel guilty for taking some time off. Not feel guilty for just laying down. because that is how ideas come up. That is how you're able to balance your emotions, through meditation. And we have the Ace of Water here. Remember, the water has everything to do with the emotions. So you see this angel right here. That means that this relationship, the Ten of Water, that this family that you are going to create with this other person is protected. You see the angel right there, protecting the little girl or the little boy. Remember, energy is fluid. And the reason it's protected because both of you guys are following your intuition. Water has also a lot to do with your intuition. Because when you feel, that is your intuition. And a lot of people ignore the way that they feel, which is why a lot of people ignore their intuition. And that's why a lot of people end up in the wrong path. That's why a lot of people end up focusing on other people's lives instead of theirs, because they're ignoring their intuition. They're ignoring what they should be doing, which is focus on their lives instead of other people's lives. But look, this family that you have been wanting to create with this person is protected. It's protected by God. It's protected by all the angels, by Mother Nature, by the ancestors, by the Galactic Federation. It's protected. No matter how much these people try and get in the way of it. Because people are always going to find something to say. And who are these people? Controlling individuals, malicious, greedy people that are just sitting on top of your money waiting with their hand out. Crazy. And they call me crazy. And all I do is focus on what I need to focus on. Crazy. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Queen of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, so look, we got the Queen of Cups and we got the Moon, right? Remember, the Moon has everything to do with the light. So this controlling individual around you, right, that just wants to control what you do, wants to keep you stuck, wants to control your money. They're controlling you because they don't want you to have a happy family, because you never had a happy family with them and you never will, because that is the type of individual that they are. Love cannot be faked. You cannot do that. Money can be faked, right? People could be like, oh, I have this much money in my bank account. But strength could be faked. Oh, I don't care. But love? No. Love cannot be faked. So this individual puts on a persona, right? With the Queen of Cups here, with the Moon. They act like they care. They're manipulative with their crocodile tears. They say how much they love you. They say they may act calm. They may act like they have compassion, like they care about people, but they don't. That is a front. And I think you see that because that is why you have felt uncomfortable. You are not attracted to them. That is why you don't want to build a family with them, because the love cannot be faked and you don't feel that. And of course you don't feel that because they are lying to you. And you've realized that, right? With the strength here, it's taken a lot of strength for you to see this controlling, greedy, malicious individual in your life for truly who they are. It takes a lot of strength to not only recognize that from someone that you've probably been investing your time and energy on for X amount of time. takes a lot of strength to end those relationships. It takes a lot of strength to get a divorce. It takes a lot of strength to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve your highest good. And because you walked away with the Page of Cups here, maybe you want to give someone an offer of love. Page is the beginning. Creative new beginnings. Maybe you've been getting a lot of synchronicities. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of numbers, a lot of insects, bugs, feathers, whatever God puts in your path to remind you that everything is working out how it is. And you recognizing those synchronicities, you recognizing the way that you feel is giving you even more strength, and it's allowing you to get closer to that person that you really want to be with. And not only to get closer to that person, but because having strength is so powerful, right? No one can come, right? Just like that malicious, greedy, controlling individual that you probably had in your life. Confirmation, my doggy Lucas. Lucas, come here. Come here. Lucas, come here. Come here. Because you've had strength, right? No one can come in and create more lies because you know the truth with the sword here, with the Ace of Sword. Lucas, come here now. Come here. Come here. That's for a reason. Synchronicities. Everything happens for a reason. So yes. So no one can come and play with your mind anymore, right? Swords have everything to do with the mind. No one can come in and tell you that they love you when they really don't. No one can come in and put a, please stay, no, because you don't want anything to do with that person anymore. Hi, baby. It takes a lot of strength to do that. It takes a lot of strength to walk away. But Ace of Swords is also mental clarity. And like I always say, the best thing to move forward is having clarity. Clarity of all the liars in your life. Clarity of what type of individuals you've been spending your time and energy on. With that clarity, that is the biggest strength that you can gather up to get the fuck out of that place that's just been draining your energy for so long. Full of disagreements and full of conflicts and full of arguments and full of competitions and tension. Who wants that in their life? Certainly not me. That is why you see me doing what I do. You see me sticking to myself until the right person shows up. The chariot fell down, right? Because I am determined to be with my divine masculine. Whoever he is. Someone that will make me feel safe, no matter what. Someone that is not playing games. Someone that is sure of who they are, sure of who they want. Someone that is not going to have my mind all foggy, no. Because I've been through that. I've done that. I've gone away. Come on. Because I am sure of who I am, because I am sure of where I am going, then that's exactly what I will get. And nothing will stop me. All right. See you guys next time.